Aaron Robinson with my wonderful dear cousin and friend Jennifer Evans. What's good, Jen?
Everything. It's all good. Thanks for
All
asking.
good, all good. And I got right now some panelists in the building with us who gonna rock out tonight on our podcast. I got my man Eddie in the building. What's good, Eddie? I can't hear you, Eddie. You gotta speak up a little bit. All right. I got that's what's up. I got Keita in the building. What's good, Keita?
What's up?
That's what it is. I got Jenny and Kat in the building. What's goody?
Hello.
Kat, what's goody, Kat?
Hi.
And we got Nene in the
Hello.
building as well. Nene, Nene, your face all up on the jaw, man. Like you gotta back up a little bit or change your angle or something.
There you go.
Nene's definitely in the building. All right, today our podcast topic is put you on game. All right, let me tell you the gist of this. All right, today we're gonna focus on the fellas side of things, and then next week we'll focus on the female side of things. All right. But there's 1, 2, 3 as of right now, and there's 3 married couples on this podcast, and 1 widow, and the rest of y'all are single. So, what us today we're gonna focus on the man side, but today we're gonna talk about if you, as a woman, want to get married in these days and times, what are the things men are looking for? And we're also going to talk about when you should start dating a man who is looking to get married. All right, we're going to put y'all on game. That's what we're doing today. Are y'all with that? I mean, I want to assume that the singles do plan on getting married at some point in time in their life.
Yeah.
So we're going to put you on. I don't know if Eddie is looking to remarry at some point in time in his life as well. So Eddie, you on both sides of the fence on this one. So, but we are going to chop it up today about the ideal situation, and us married folks are going to put y'all single folks on. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We're gonna help you find a husband.
Ready?
Cat, we're gonna help you find a husband, Cat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, all right, today's topic again is put you on game. All right. Let's do it. Shout out to Trixie. Thank you for always, tapping in with us. I appreciate you. One day we want to get you on the show with us, man. You know what I mean? All right. So first question that we saying that I'm going to read off a couple of different things, and then I want first person to respond to all of this stuff is Eddie. Then I want my married folks, and then I want the single folks. Because at the end of the day, we trying to put y'all on game. Part 1. All right. First question we asking from a man's perspective that women need to think about when they're marrying or looking for a potential partner. I do want to say all of y'all should date with the intent to get married. All right. So the first question is he old enough to marry? Is he old enough to marry? So check this out. There was a survey that was uncovered some interesting facts. The first was that there is an age when a man is ready to marry. The age of commitment. The age varies from man to man, but there are patterns that are easily identified. Most men who graduate from high school start thinking of marriage as a real possibility when they are 23 or 24. Most men who graduate from college don't start considering marriage as a real possibility until the age of 26. When men go to graduate school, it takes them longer to get into the working world So they're not ready to get married until a few years after that. So you are now talking about possibly maybe 30, 31. So if they went to graduate school, you're not looking to get married until 30, 31 after they get wet in the working field. All right. So we talking about high school graduation, then we talking about 4 years of college, and then we talking about somebody who went to get their graduate, their master's. So if they get their master's, they're not looking to settle down until about 30 years old. All right, the statistics show 90% of men who have graduated from college are ready for the next step between the ages of 26 and 33. This is when they are most likely to consider marriage, but this window of opportunity stays open only for 4 to 5 years. And then the chances a man will marry you will start to decline. Majority of college graduates are between 28 and 33. That's the time when they're in their highest in commitment of years and likely to propose. And on the last part, I'm gonna say this period for well-educated men lasts just a bit over 5 years. The chances men will commit are slightly less when they are 31 or 32 than when they are between 28 and 30. But there is some sort of a high commitment phase. Once men reach 33 or 34, the chances their commit start to diminish. Until men reach about 37, there remain very good prospects. After the age 38, the chances that they will marry drops dramatically. All right, two more. The chances that a man will marry for the first time diminish even more when he reaches between 42 and 43. At this point, many men become confirmed bachelors. And last thing is once men reach 47 to 50 without marrying, the chances of them getting married drop super significantly. That commitment is probably a no-go. So, if you are looking for an ideal time to marry a man and he's well educated, graduated from college, the age range from a regular 4-year college is 26 to 33. And if he went to graduate school, he got about 33 to like 36, 37. I'm asking you first, Eddie, do you agree with those statistics?
Yeah, I sort of, yeah.
Sort of? Why sort of?
I mean, because
Now, I am going to say before I get into it, I'm going to say this was probably based off of the U.S. statistics of men. But with that being said, go ahead, Eddie, what you were saying.
yeah, so I was saying because here in Kenya, most of us finish high school when we are 18, around 18, and then we have a 3-year undergrad degree. So that will make you around 23. Now, if you go for postgraduate, that will put you at 25, 26 years old. So that is why I said back here, though we also.
But it depends because they're saying after you go post grad, then the guy is looking to work for a little bit for a couple of years before he actually starts selling. He's looking to make some bread.
And I agree with that, actually. I agree with that. The only difference is if you decide not to work, especially here in Kenya, and study first, you'll find yourself finishing your postgrad at around 26 years old, 26, 27. You'll be done with postgrad. So assuming you work for maybe 2-3 years, yeah, maybe at 30, yeah, I guess you can start thinking about marrying, yeah.
Okay. So you agree with that?
Yeah.
For the most part, you're in agreement with this.
Yes, yes.
All right. Cuzzo, the statistics based off of what you understand, is this statistics show? Is this percentages right? Would you agree? Disagree?
Oh yeah, I think I would agree. They're pretty on point. Like
Pretty
yeah,
on point?
yeah. 40-something-year-old bachelors will stay exactly that way. Normally they ain't looking for a commitment. And I think young men that are in that age. That's when my oldest son got married, around that time, and he graduated. They both got their, yeah, postgraduate degrees, and yeah, he was ready for it. And my son now he's seriously looking, well, dating, I guess, looking towards marriage with his girlfriend. So yeah, and he's he's in his mid 20s. I had to think about it. I had to think about his age, but yeah.
I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Looks
Yep.
like everybody's frozen. Can y'all hear me?
I can-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
We can hear you.
Hello, hello, hello.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Oh, oh, he went out.
I'm just making sure y'all can hear me. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool, cool. I heard everything you said, Jenna. Just I don't know what happened. We got kind of messed up real quick. But I heard everything you say. Did everybody hear what she said? She said we was on point with that. All right, cool. So Jen, I'm going to you, Jen. Do you agree with those numbers? Jen?
Yeah, I do agree with that. Basically here in the Philippines, um, we graduate from college around 2021, and then majority of people here don't usually go to study further, go to postgraduate studies, unless they're going to medicine or get a law degree. So for me, I got married around 25, which was my ideal age at that time. But
We're not talking
realized,
about you. We're talking about your husband. How old is
uh,
he?
when we got married, he was a year older than me, so it's around 26 at that time.
Okay.
So that's majority of the people here. That's the ideal age for marriage. Mid 20s.
All right, cool. So are we saying that the young ladies right now that's on the call, the two young ladies that are models right now, and they've missed their time already? They missed their time for the ideal man. Are we saying that? Is that what we saying?
In this
And
generation,
cat creeping up to that time where it's almost time for her to find that ideal man who's ready to propose to her. Is that what we saying?
actually in this generation, they're just in time for me, because when I realizing everything that has happened in my life, I should have gotten married around early 30s or mid 30s. So yeah, they're just
But
in
we're not
time.
talking about you. We talking
But
about
for
when
this
men are.
generation, I would say that they're no, they're not too late.
They're not too late.
So ideally, what are you like as far as like when I think of those men, I think of those men as no children. They've already, that's this is the first time for everything. So they're clean
Mhm.
slate, like the ideal upper echelon type person, meaning like I said, no children. Even though children are bad, but I'm just saying. But second time around, or if you're open and willing to someone that has already been that has went through a divorce or has children, and may have found maturity or grown in those because of those events or experiences, I think they would still be open. I mean, yeah, me and my husband, we're on this is not our first marriage together. So, and literally on our first date, that's exactly what he said. What are you looking for? I was like, I ain't playing around. I'm too old. I'm looking to, for something serious. I'm dating for marriage. He said, that's what I want. And that was day one of our first meetup together. And that was pretty much it.
All right, cool. All right, real quick for Keita and Nay, do you have a response to that? To everything we saying? Do y'all feel like y'all missed the prime time? Or are y'all still thinking that like the time is ticking? Because the statistics are showing that the older a man gets, the less likely he's going to be willing to propose.
That's hard for me because honestly, this generation is everything is different now.
In this generation, you in this generation.
I know, and I'm single, and listen, I'm happier.
You happier being single?
I'm just like,
Hold
yeah,
on.
I
Let
guess
me
you
make
could
sure
say
I'm
that.
hearing you clearly now. Are you saying you happier being single?
I think so.
You wildin'. Go ahead, though.
I didn't say. Listen, I didn't say I want to, but right now, where things is going, I'm okay with it until I get what I want or what I'm looking for. Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna get on you. Go ahead, Keita.
Um, I don't know because it's not about it's not about me, it's about men. My I guess my opinion on because you asked if it's like too late for us in our 30s.
I'm
Um
not saying that it's too late. It's never too late.
Mhm.
So
no, I feel like
let
it's
me
never
make
too
sure.
late.
Let me make sure I'm putting that out there. It's never too late. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
late. What we are saying
But
though is the
commitment,
older you
commitment.
get, the less likely men are going to be willing to commit.
Yes.
So you are agreeing with that.
Um I don't know how to put it. Not necessarily. The older men are, the more mature they are. The more likely they are to make better decisions.
But all right, so that's a good answer. I would agree with you on that. But I would also say, is we going up the time clock here and we saying that the guy, let's say he had his master's and this, that, and the third and
Mhm.
doctorates or whatever, and
Mhm.
he's now in that range where they said between 33 to 37 is when he's willing to settle down. I think he's going to be a lot more choosier to who he settles down with.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay.
You
Mhm.
know what I mean? He's
Mhm.
somebody who at that point where they are bringing a lot to the table,
Mhm.
especially going back to what Nate said, especially in these dates and times, they're
Mhm.
going to be very, very, very picky with who they settle down with.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot more to risk.
Mhm.
But so I just want to make sure we had a clean slate. Everybody agrees with all that.
Mhm.
Pretty much,
All
yeah.
right, all right, cool. So, as I told you, we're gonna put y'all on game, right? From a men's perspective. So what I got right now, I got 11 points that men are looking for at this particular point in time in this generation for wifey material where they talking about selling down the ideal woman for a man, selling down the things that men are looking for in when they're ready to get married. So the question is going to always be, are you single woman what the men are looking for when they talking about wifey material? And the women that are married can speak if their husband are looking we're looking for these things. Me and Eddie can confirm if these things are very important to us. And we would and y'all a single woman can let us know if y'all even willing to hit like, nah, man, I ain't feeling that. You know what I mean? Y'all can tell us if you feeling it or not because y'all still in the dating pool. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we all gonna react to this. 11 points. We gonna break them down. So I want to hear the single woman. I want to hear the married woman, and me and Eddie gonna get y'all from a man's perspective if we agree with what my man is saying or not. All right, we putting y'all
All
on
right.
game. Point number one. Let's get it.
Let's talk about the 10 reasons why I'm going to marry my now fiance. All right. The first reason, we share very traditional values, right? Her aspirations in life was to be a great mom and a great wife. That's what she wanted to do. That was her dream, right? I'm a very traditional man at this stage in my life. I want to be the provider. I want to be the protector. I am very aligned with gender roles. I think relationships are like businesses. Everyone needs to have a job and be really clear on their roles in order for things to function properly. Now, in my relationship, the roles are pretty traditional, but that doesn't mean every relationship has to be like mine. I just want to add that I know men who are stay-at-home men, right? And their wife makes all the money, and that's fine. If that works for them, I love it for them. That's just not for me. Not only do we share the traditional family dynamic values, we also share the religious values, right? Spiritual values. We also share financial values. So there's alignment there foundationally, which I think is very important.
All right. Traditional woman. Let's start with the single ladies. Would y'all say that y'all traditional women? Are y'all modern day women?
Mm,
I would say, I'd probably say I'm a modern day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate to admit it, but yes, I do have what he says values and aspirations. When I was a little girl, I always dreamed of being a homeowner, a mother, a wife, and I always wanted to be an actress as well. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. But I'm working on like religious because
Well, he was saying,
I want that covering, like what we were saying before.
I'm not cutting you off or anything like that. I'm not
Oh
trying
yeah,
to.
no.
But
Yeah, go ahead. No.
he said that he wants a traditional woman where
Mhm.
they are aligned.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, in marriage function. I mean,
Mhm.
core him being a provider. Spiritually, they're aligned. You know what I mean? What else he said, Eddie? I know he said spiritually they were aligned. Um,
Financial
anything else?
values.
Financial values,
Yeah.
Gender roles.
gender roles. You know what I'm saying? He's saying this is what he's looking for when settling down and looking for a queen. This is his point number one. Eddie, would you agree? Would you agree with him if you right now was to settle down right now? Are you looking for the modern woman? Or are you looking for a traditional woman?
Traditional, any day traditional.
You're looking for four of them, right?
exactly.
Got him. Say, nah, I'm playing with you, but
It's the running
traditional, right?
joke.
I think all men want traditional women. I think we all want that. We might not say it out loud, but that is what we all want deep down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Married folks, do y'all agree that most men want traditional women? Or y'all saying that? Do y'all agree with what he's saying? Aligned things that are aligned. Like, talk to me. Let's put them on game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say in today's culture, uh, what women are giving is easy access. Traditional women, I don't feel like men want traditional women, and you should align with whoever you partner up with, your values, all the your financial aspirations, your everything should pretty much align. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
All right, Jenny, you agree with that too?
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything that he said.
Mhm.
The man being the head and the woman being the traditional one who takes care of the household, provides the emotional support, and nurturing the children and the
Mhm.
husband.
All right, Trixie said, but if you need a traditional woman, right, you have to ask yourself as a man, are you a traditional man that she wants?
Hmm.
Trixie, I would love for you to break that down because if he's saying that he's a traditional man and he wants them to be aligned, then he wants a traditional woman. Then in that tradition, Eddie, is he saying that he's willing to be a provider? He's willing to be the head of the house. He's willing to be the covering. Like, isn't that pretty much what he's saying? This is what I'm looking for, and I want you to, you know, align with me in that. You, Eddie? You said you looking for a traditional woman. So,
Yes.
so Trixie is saying that, are you the traditional man that women want? Would you agree? Would you say you are?
Yes, I believe I am. Yeah, I am
Are
willing
you?
to provide. I am willing to be what the girl was talking about in that audio. I am willing to provide. I'm willing to, lead, and I'm willing to be that traditional man.
Okay. Jenny, not Jenny, Jennifer, is your husband a traditional man or is he more modern man?
Traditional. But I think what Trixie, please chime in, Trixie, in the comments. I think where it falls short, when you say traditional, if you're talking about like today, most women go to work. I mean, they have we've already discussed this before. They have a heavy load, women, in as far as like they have to be the mother, they have to be the wife, I'll say, and perform all those duties. And then they still have to go to work. They still have to cook, do house duties. That's a lot. If their husband is also, and then they're splitting the bills 50-50. And I'm not saying that everybody can afford, or their husband can afford to pay the bills 100%. But I'm also saying that traditionally, if that's what you're saying, Eddie, as a traditional husband, you're going to be the 100% financial provider, and you want your wife to be 100% the homemaker. Then that would be a lot easier than you're saying, okay, I want a traditional woman, but she still has to go to work. She still has to come home. Because most men here, I feel like a lot of men who say they want traditional women, say that they want them to, have a home cooked meals. They want them to be able to cook. They want them to be able to, have the babies and then their bodies bounce back. They want them to make sure that they satisfy them in bed. But they're also paying half the bills. They're also, like carrying that's a lot, still wanting them to clean the house and have the laundry done.
Oh
And
man,
you understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot. Yeah, Trixie.
Trixie's bugging right now. Trixie said, shout out to you, Trixie. She said men are in the drizzle era. Men are in the drizzle era because of women being on that sprinkle. You know what I'm saying? I know Kat is aware of this because she brought this to my attention not too long ago. But I think I'll give you, for instance, going back to this, like, and Keita, I say this with all fairness to you because I believe that all the things that you named, the things that you said you wanted to achieve, and I said this to you the other day on one of the other podcasts. I think those things are
Yeah.
very important, and I'm again, tip my hat off to you. We gave you a round of applause that time when I shot you out for all the things that you achieved. I just don't think that for settling down for a man who are looking for traditional values, I don't think those things are important to him. You understand from a traditional standpoint.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I get you.
and again, I like, it's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
So, but let's ask this question then. Nay, I want to ask you: if you was to settle down right now, are you looking for a traditional man?
Yeah.
So you saying you willing to be a traditional woman then?
Yeah.
All right, we gonna see if you agree with everything that my man said.
Well, I don't know, because if you talking about me staying home and being, I'm maybe I don't know, because I'm not. I like to work. I don't mind it, but am I working hard?
We didn't say that. See, Jen
Well,
talked
that's
about
because
financial.
traditional
To
don't
me,
they?
Yeah, I was saying financial.
yeah, she
Mhm.
said financial. I don't necessarily believe that. Even if a man is looking for traditional values, but he can't afford to provide and he has to cover maybe 60-40 or 50-50. I don't think that. I think that my man said in the thing that y'all need to sit down and talk about the
Right.
roles, you know what I mean, of what y'all gonna
Mhm.
have in your house. You know what I mean? That don't necessarily mean that, to me, covering you spiritually, emotionally, physically, all the other things are just as important as the financial standpoint. You know what I mean?
But a
at
lot
the
of
end
men
of the,
think that it's like that the woman is supposed to do all this stuff while they not carry. If you're doing 50-50, then I think it should be an understanding that
yeah,
in the
I think
in
they need
you
to
know
come to an understanding how life is
yeah.
going to be
Hmm.
when y'all get married.
Hmm.
I'm not for the whole drizzle era, but I'm not also for the sprinkle era. I think that's
What
How
does
I
does
don't
that?
that
know,
What is
man.
that? What is that
Yeah, what is
exactly?
that?
I have no idea what
I
Yeah,
never
drizzle,
heard that.
fizzle. I mean sprinkle, sprinkle.
we'll jump on that topic another day, man. You know what I
I
mean?
want to know because that's
Oh,
funny.
okay. A woman who could pay for my haircut, drizzle, drizzle. Well, fizzle, fizzle over here.
Yeah,
That's done.
I don't need somebody to pay for my haircut.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Now this generation, they want to be, treated
But
like
Like the
but
prize.
but
the prize or
yeah,
the
but
princess.
I feel like women are the one that started that, and so the men are rebelling against all of that because women have these crazy expectations that they want. So even if a man, because the average man, right? So let's think about this for a minute. The average man, if you're saying the average man is going to expect for you to spend 50-50, right?
Mhm.
The average man is going to expect 50-50.
Yep.
So if the average man is going to expect, it's not even expect. The average man is going to go into a marriage. Y'all going to have to understand that there's 50-50. How
Mhm.
you expect him to be taking you to these lavish restaurant? To me, your women are having these expectations that they can't fit themselves.
Right.
They're not going out every week to these places and doing all this. You know what I mean? They're delusional. So you know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff that they're saying are and that they want are delusional, and they're doing stuff that they don't do them on a regular basis. But if they want a guy, oh, he needs to take me out to this, that, and the third, and it's like, nah, fam. Yeah, we're going to Cheesecake Factory, and that's what my that's what my money at the time can handle. And on top of that,
Cheesecake Factory is good.
I wouldn't advise my son to trick off his bread for a chick that you just met. You don't even know her like that to be, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like I already told y'all, she got to come through. Come through.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody chilling at the house.
Come through. All right, here go the second point. Second point. Check it out.
All right.
The second reason why I'm going to marry this woman, she was raised in a very strong two-parent household, and that was very important to me. She has a very good relationship with her dad. Her mom is very respectful to her dad. They've been together for a very long time. They've been through ups and downs. So she's witnessed what it takes to last in a committed marriage, right? Whether things are perfect, whether things are not perfect, she witnessed that at home. She also has a lot of love and respect for her father. And her father and I share a lot of the same characteristics. So she's very much used to a man with a strong personality, who's very strong-willed, very focused, very hardworking man. That's just what she is used to. So that was key for me.
Eddie, what you think about that?
I agree with him totally. I don't know about your culture, but it is now that it's beginning to happen back here in Kenya that we're having a lot of single parents. Me growing up, most of my friends had both parents, same as me. But now people my age who are becoming parents are ending up again separating. And so personally, if it were me, yes, I would want a lady that is from a two-parent household.
So you say you want a lady from a two-parent household.
Yes, yes.
Gotcha. I don't necessarily think that a woman needs to come, like a girl needs to come from a two-parent household, but I do think that she needs to have a she needs to have a good relationship with her father or someone that she looks at as a father and treats as a father, you know what I mean, and have a good relationship with him, to a higher esteem, especially somebody that, you know what I mean, she needs to have some role models in regards to like who she look at and success of being married. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
So I don't necessarily think that it has to be their father, because some people don't have fathers. Never grew up with their father in the house. Um,
Mhm.
some people, there's a lot of women who grew up with single parents. There's a lot of men who grew up with single parent households too. But
Mhm.
I think whoever she introduces you to when she says her family, if it's all woman and there's no father figure involved in the situation, I think that's a red flag for men, because there's no high esteem for who she view as a father figurehead, in my personal opinion. Um, Jen, do you agree? Jennifer, do you agree with that?
I agree with what you said 100%. Yeah, they don't necessarily have to have a father, the biological father. They could be from a divorced household, but I do agree with a whole bunch of women and no men in the family. Yeah, that's kind of like, oh, kind of like it is like a red flag. I would say as hard, and I'm gonna say it that's hard for, well, not hard for me to say, but I've been a single mom, and so I get that, but I do, and I also would say that I get a man who wants someone that came from a two-parent household. I get that 100%. I get that. I totally get, and I understand the logic behind it because it does make sense. It really does.
All
So
right. So here's my question to you: do you feel like you had a high esteem for either your father or a father figure in your life, Cuzzo?
yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I think girls with fathers in their household or someone that is that father figure, it's like a mold. They already have a standard. They already know if that was a good father figure, what to expect. So for me, I'm like, if he can't do this, like, yeah, kind of like that's where I put my dad was a fixer. My dad was a provider. My dad did this, that, So that's what I look for in a man. Not if he was 6 feet tall. I thought Uncle Will was really tall, even for the longest. but 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 none of that actually mattered to me. If he could fix the car or get it done, it was my dad was the man that me and my children always, like my daughters, my sons always went to. If we couldn't fix it, if I couldn't come up with a solution, I'm like, call your grandpa. He would probably know. If they're gonna buy a car, call your grandpa. Like that. It was like that. And if there was some type of financial or something that I needed, and it was a manly thing, yeah, I would call my dad. And then my husband, that's what I looked forward to him, because he's like that. Now my kids are like, let me ask him
Gotcha.
when they need something.
So I'm gonna ask Kat, Keita, and Nay, the singles. Do y'all have a high esteem for a father or a father figure in your life?
Oh,
For your
absolutely.
father or for your
Yeah.
father figure?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hands down. My biological father wasn't in my life, but I do have a not a close relationship, but I do have a relationship with him, and I also have my stepfather and who I grew up with. Papa Bear, I would say pretty much made me the woman that I am today. Yeah.
Papa Bear?
So,
That's what's up.
yeah. Yeah. So,
What about
he didn't just give discipline, he gave nourishment. Um, he
Yeah.
didn't spoil me, but I would do things like he would drop me off school and I'd be like, "Hey, can I get $5 to get a cookie?" And he would give me $10
Mhm.
because he wanted me to be secure. So if I got cookies, I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll get some nachos with it too." He just gave me extra money in case I wanted more. Like he made sure that I never needed anything.
okay?
So that's what I look for in a man. That there. Someone that's not going to leave me nor forsake me. So
Gotcha. Nay, what about you, Nay? And Kat, prepare yourself. We want you to answer this too.
What was the question? Because my phone zoomed out. I don't know if you noticed, but I had to get back in.
The question
It like
was,
froze.
if
Huh?
the question is, do you have a father or a father figure in your life that you have hold to a high esteem?
So because I told you my situation, I was adopted in my family, so I never knew my father. birth father at all. My dad, who did raise me, he was a provider. He did financially make sure we're good, but far as being close and having a connection, no. Like I would never talk to him about anything or whatever. I just dealt with stuff kind of on my own. So when what the guy said, it is, I do believe that a woman definitely should have a strong relationship with a father figure, because I think that's one of the reasons why I don't trust a man fully to like ever be committed to, like, yeah, like I'll like a guy.
So Nate, hold on, Nate, because
What?
Trixie also brought up that, and you are the perfect person in that scenario, from that
Yes.
comment that they said, right? I want to say though, so do you think, and this is just me asking, I'm asking and suggesting at the same time, do you think that it is important for you to find a father figure in your life first before you try to settle down? Because some of the things that you have, some of your insecurities, like you said, it's hard for you to trust a man. I think first you should look for a father figure that you could build that type of relationship with first. Like right now, if you was to get married, who would walk you down the aisle?
My dad that raised me, but he just, I don't know how to explain him. Like he's just
See,
different. Like
this disconnect that
he'll
you
be
have
there
though.
financially or whatever, like if I ask him, but it was never like a daddy's little girl. Oh, I'm gonna make sure my daughter has this, that, and the third. No.
So Nay, is
So
it hard for him to show emotion to you? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
that's what. Yeah,
Ah,
and that's with
gotcha.
both
Okay.
parents. That's with both parents. My mom too. So
I still,
yeah.
I agree. I understand where you're coming from. I still think though that it's important for you to find, because that void that you have, even though he might be there financially, he's not connecting with you emotionally and all the other things. I think those things are going to, and I'm not a therapist, so I'm just giving you my own personal opinion. But to me, if I was settling down and trying to get married and you are ideal candidate, I feel like you check off a lot of the boxes, but you also have some red flags, and that will be one of them for me. Because if you have that void, I don't know if you're going to be more than happy to open up to me and trust me in that way. You might try to put me through the hula hoops, and I can't.
That's what I listen. That you're
I
true,
can't
because
be
that's
blamed
what I've
for
been
other
hearing.
people's problems. You know what I mean?
Listen, I understand what you're saying, because that's the feedback I get, and there's guys who I've dated that really care for me, so they're willing to deal with it. But I don't know.
So I think personally, this is my personal opinion. I think that you should address that part of it first. As far as finding a father figure that you can connect with. It doesn't. That person doesn't necessarily have to be your father biologically, but I do think you need somebody in your life. Like right now, just out of curiosity, if your
Hmm.
car, you was driving somewhere and you was like an hour or two away, and your car broke down, who would be the first person you call?
My ex.
Your ex. Interesting.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's always been there. Like he
I was
pretty
dating.
much is
If me and you were
something that,
dating,
yeah,
if me
somebody I was
and you were
dating.
dating, if me and you were dating, you told me the first person that I would call is my ex, we
Well,
we're
I
not
say
dating anymore.
that because I'm single, but if I was dating someone, I would think that I would definitely call them. Yeah, but he's somebody that I was recently dealing
All
with
right, but let's say
on and
me and you
off.
just hold on, just all right. Just say me and you a week or so in, we just started dating. Your car break down. I let's say I would assume that you would want me to come, right?
Um,
But let's say I'm unavailable. Because if you call, if I find out the next day that you had your ex come, yeah, that's dead. It's a dead
well, you
situation.
want me?
Eddie, why you laughing? Eddie, why you laughing,
Well,
Eddie?
I'll say. Well, you want to know what? I'll be totally honest. The first person I'm gonna call is my AAA. Okay, because they come. I don't got to worry
I
about
got
it. It's
you.
not
I
a
got
headache.
you. Well, Eddie, why you laughing, Eddie? It's a dead situation. Am I telling the truth?
Why would you
Well,
call
if I
your
was dating
ex?
somebody, if I was dating somebody new and I had to call them, and that would be a test. like if you really got my back, because that's really what women want, somebody to have their back.
I
So
get you. I get you on that. Go ahead, Eddie. What you were about to say?
Yeah, I just want to ask something. And what if your ex is dating? Would you still call him?
if he's dating someone, he still come. That's on her. Like I don't know what to say.
Gay.
No, because he just no. Listen, if he
Yo.
was in a relationship,
He
I would
is a
respect
grown
the
man, so
relationship.
yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
if
On the
he's
flip
that means he
side,
still
Eddie,
wanted to come help me.
on
And
the
he
flip,
he
on
has
the
a
flip
choice.
side, Eddie, if your girl, I got another topic that I want to talk about because I seen this where just there was a guy, he lived with his girl. His girl got a kid. He takes care of everything. The kid father is in the girl's life, in the child's life. So, I mean, they got a good relationship or whatever. So, but he provides as a father figure. So what happened was it was tax season. She ended up, because of taxes and everything, and she said her baby father was a good father. She ended up getting $8,000 in her tax return, and she gave her baby father $4,000 of the tax return money.
Ah,
And so the dude was like, nah, yo, we got, like, this is dead. Like, you got to move out. Like, he was kicking her out the house because he was like, yo, you taking money out of our household and giving it to your baby father. You know what I'm saying? And she's
My
like,
son,
yo, my baby father, like, he helps take, he's a good father. I didn't mind giving it to him because he part of the reason why I'm able to get the 8,000. You know what I mean? Jen, do you agree with that, Jen?
oh, that's tricky.
Jennifer Cuzzo, I'm talking to you.
Oh no.
Who side you on that one?
Absolutely not. No. Even if I was single, whatever I got, am I like, no, that's no.
That's
No.
mine, right?
Yeah, I would not.
Yeah.
I would not give it to
Or
my
they could have
ex.
did joint where they both could have
I,
got something back.
ain't
Don't
no
they have
joint
that?
unless that baby is living. If the
nope.
Oh
child
yeah,
Yeah,
is
like
you got a good
splitting
relationship
time,
with your baby father, though. He takes care of the kid and everything.
if
He
my
not living
child
in the
is
Good
house
living,
father.
though.
if my child is living half a year with his father and then half a year with me, then I could see that. But if
right.
I have primary custody and the child is living with me and maybe every other weekend with him, no, I'm not. There's not one dime that
So you
I
saying you
receive.
deserve to get kicked out?
Yeah, she must want to be with him.
I
Yeah,
think
Ah,
so.
that must be the down payment on their
Listen,
apartment or
I
something.
was thinking
As
that.
far as
I
I
was thinking that.
Sound like a down
all
payment
right,
on a
all right,
house.
all right. I want to move on because I want to get Kat and Jenny on this one. So, Kat, you the answering this third one right here. Jenny, you too. All right. Here we go.
Reason number 3, she's a Proverbs 31 woman. And if you're not familiar with that verse, she is a woman of solid character. She is very virtuous. She is a woman of high noble character. She's very clear on her values and she doesn't compromise them for anyone, including me. And I love that about her. She stands on her principles. She carried herself like a wife even when she was single. And you don't see that nowadays. Most of the time, these women, when they're single, they are outside. Shorty was never outside.
She never
Hold
outside.
on. I got something to say about that one.
Hold on, Nate. Before you tap in, she never outside. Kat, what up, Kat? You outside?
Outside.
Kat, you outside?
You want me to shoot?
Yeah.
Nah.
You not
It
saying
depends
you
on
not-
what outside though.
You said she carry herself as a wife prior to being a wife.
Cause you're allowed to go out with your friends and like do activities.
You said you carry yourself as a wife before you become a wife.
Oh, so like not going outside thotting.
I guess we can put it that way. We can't.
So,
Because if you
the
want to be
question-
real,
hold on. The
partying, I
question.
guess.
So Nate, do you carry yourself like a wife now?
I would say so. I go out like, see the definition.
So yes
you need
and
to
no,
say
man.
no. Because
Yes and no.
I go out, but I don't go out like partying in a club turned up. I don't do that. I go to functions like this past weekend. I went to a comedy show, And after that, I went home and I was with my friends. I do stuff like that. I like to do different things, and I travel on vacation.
All right, but this is simple.
So what you mean by
Hold on. This
outside?
is simple. I'm not focused on outside. You are. I
You
asked
said
you,
outside.
no, I'm asking you. The question that I'm asking you is not, are you outside? The question I'm asking you is, do you carry yourself as a wife?
I think so. I mean, I don't know what that means nowadays.
Ah, man, that's rough.
I don't,
Jenny.
because everything is different now.
Jenny.
I see
Listen.
wives. Listen, I see wives showing they behind more than a single woman.
That's true. She's got a point.
Like, and the men be liking it. So I'm confused.
Jen,
A
what
lot
about
of
you,
men-
Jen? Hold on, Jen. What about you, Jen?
Yeah.
Do they need to carry themselves as wives before they get married, or it's cool for them to be outside?
Yeah, I think they should like put themselves out there and imagine themselves as wives and potentially a mother. Yeah.
So
That part.
so if they look at if they doing that, then that means they carry themselves with high esteem, and that means they ain't out there, they ain't outside like that.
What do you mean
Yeah,
outside?
I believe they
That's
shouldn't
what
be
I'm
What you
saying.
mean,
outside
like
Sometimes
thoughty?
outside.
to hook up, or I mean, for me, I'm not going outside to hook up or anything. I just go outside to meet with friends, if
Yeah.
friends
Exactly.
events and all that
Exactly.
stuff. So yeah,
All right,
Hang out with family.
so
Yeah.
hold on,
Exactly.
because y'all sounding like y'all don't understand what outside mean.
Outside
That's what I'm
is
saying. What does
fine.
it mean?
They talking about outside, turning up in a club, in the sections, trying to get in sections with guys, being in guys' faces. Nobody, a lot
Look
of
at Nate.
women don't
Nate
have
know
to
a
do
lot
that.
about outside. Look at you, Nate. I see you.
I know a lot about outside because I separate myself from certain women. I have friends that are thoughts, and I'd be like, yeah, I ain't doing that with you.
They
Why they
thoughty.
your friends? Hold on.
The
I ain't
thoughty
doing that with
life.
you.
Yo, Nate, in no way, shape, or form am I coming at you. But they do say
What?
birds of a feather flock together.
That's not true. I don't believe in that either, because that's definitely not true.
I cut off a lot of my friends. A lot of
Yeah,
Exactly.
a lot of my friends now are married.
they say you want to get married, you got to hang out with married folks, man.
Yeah,
And
that's
there's
all I
nothing
hang
wrong with
out with
that
the married
either.
folks.
I have friends that are married, or a lot of friends
They
they are in
outside?
relationships.
They outside though?
They don't be outside. We'll go like to brunch together or go out to like we do regular stuff. It's not like turning up in a club, coming home at 4 or 5 in the morning. No, first of all, I be tired.
Hold on.
I know. I need my sleep.
Cuzzo and Jenny, before y'all got married, were y'all outside?
No, I wasn't.
not
I
really
wouldn't say that.
outside.
Mm-mm.
Like I'm very well
You're not
sheltered.
He
outside.
said, "Really not outside."
You got levels to the outside.
Very well sheltered.
There is levels. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I wasn't ever, I mean, you know, our family. So I wasn't like a club. I didn't go out to the clubs and do stuff like that. But I think that, yeah. I mean, it's you attract whatever you put out there is what you attract to me.
Right.
To me, I'm gonna say that even when I wore like I wore form like I think on my IG way down I have a form fitted dress, but I'm not. Yeah, I've never put myself like out there. Like I don't wear. But that's and I feel like because of the fact also I have children, so I don't want my children to have access or to look at that. I'm not even dressed that way, but regardless, I don't want my children to look and be like, or someone else to say, your mama was blah, 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 or whatever. That's for me. And I wouldn't want a man to disrespect me either. Like in that way,
Right.
to think that because he sees me in this way and assume that, okay, well, she like this and she's dressed like this, so she must want to be like this. Because people have prejudices and people have assumptions, regardless of how you think or how you may say, oh, I'm just having fun or whatever. But people do have, when you see a young mother, like I tell me, you see a young mother, a woman with a bunch of kids, you're like, oh Lord, here gonna be all these loud kids or whatever. It's already in your mind. If you see it, you know what I'm saying? If you see a mom that she's dressed up nice and her kids are messy, you'd be like, she ain't no good. Look at her. She all dressed up and got her kids looking bummy, not thinking, not realizing that she had them all dressed, but she gave them a snack in the car and they just put it all over their body. You understand? Made a mess. And here she is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their prejudice. Everybody thinks of things in different ways. So you just have to be mindful of what you put out there.
All right, real quick. Keita, what's your definition
Yeah.
of outside? I want you to say, what's your definition of outside? Eddie, I want you to respond and say, is that the type of woman you want?
Ooh, definition of outside.
What's your definition of outside?
In a bad way or in a good
The,
way? What do you
oh
mean?
well, technically the exact meaning. Metaphorically, outside animals, dirt.
Keita, come on, Keita. You outside with the dirt?
No, sir. I cleans and I cooks.
Eddie, are you looking for Eddie? Real quick, are you looking for a woman that's outside?
No.
We know, Eddie.
No.
Can't,
I
she
will-
can't be
Hold
doing
on,
nothing.
real quick. We got 3 minutes. I want to go to this last point and do this last round, and then we'll tap out, and then we'll bring this back next week. All right. So we're on number 4. Real quick, let's see what this one is. Y'all ready? Let's do it.
Reason number 4, she doesn't like attention from social media. She has a very small Instagram account that is private. She actually has more friend requests than followers. She only have a couple hundred followers. She doesn't really post herself that often. And that's something that I value. Despite me being in social media, I never wanted a woman who enjoyed the limelight of social media, that likes the attention, that kind of feeds off the attention on social media. She could care less. She don't care nothing about social media, and I love that about her.
Ooh, I want to come.
Oh boy.
Hold on,
that's
hold on.
my
I want
yawn.
Eddie, talk to me, Eddie. Eddie, is that because I remember it was a couple of women on here who said they wouldn't give up their social media for
I'm one of
love.
them.
Exactly.
Talk to me, Eddie.
Like I said last time, I personally am not a social media person, so definitely I'd want a lady that doesn't feed off social media.
All right, let me say this. So far, me personally, all right, I'm saying this real quick. So far, everything that my man said from point 1 to point 4, he has presented qualifications that my wife fits all of these qualifications. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Personally, for me, my wife fits these qualifications. These are some of the reasons why I married my wife. Hey, my wife ain't on social media. Like, she has social media, but she would dead social media for me. She's not looking to have attention from social media, looking for people to compliment her and things. She focused more on me complimenting her than she do anything else. You know what I mean? On getting attention from me. Like even this weekend, I had to like hang out with her for the weekend, just put a smile on her face, and it meant a lot to her. You know what I mean? To be attentive to her and stuff like that. We went out to eat, we watched the movie. We, just kind of did a little bit of dating and everything. And I could tell how excited she was just being around me and things like that. You know what I mean? And like I said, he so far had described everything that my wife, qualities that my wife have. And those are some of the things that I fell in love with. But I know some of these ladies on here don't agree with the whole social media situation. They're looking for that attention. So
It's not
who fighting
attention, it's
back?
networking though. Some
It's
people
attention.
have social media for networking. I have it for networking. And I shop on there.
Yo, who all on here buying Nate's situation? Y'all, all of y'all in agreement?
That's
That's
not,
me
I
too.
don't
That's
believe in that. I feel
exactly
like people who don't want you to
me.
have a social
Hold
media.
on, Nate. Let everybody respond. Nate, you can
I
let us
thought-
respond.
Listen,
Cuz,
Yeah.
you agree with Nate?
As far as what?
You putting your head down like you like, I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch this one. Come on, cuz.
No, I'm private on social media. I mean,
Ah,
I'm
there you
private.
go.
But I feel like I've never been that way. I feel like some people enjoy sharing their lives and sharing their moments with friends on social media. And that's not bad. I just don't feel like I'm just not that type of person. If you talk to me on the phone, you'll find out all about my life. But I'm not going to put it on Instagram and let just anybody, or Facebook and let just anybody find out about me. So I got to know you. So like all of you guys, when you sent me a friend request, then I was like, okay, yeah. But I'm nosy now. I'll be on all y'all's pages. On everybody. I'm gonna look, I'm gonna like, I'm gonna be cool. And no judgment. I'm just nosy like that. And maybe that's why I'm just like, I just want people that I know are for me to have access to me. That's how I feel. My
Yes.
private life is my private life, and it's special to me, regardless of anybody else. So I don't want
All
anybody.
right, hold on. Cat, what's up, Cat? Talk to me, Cat. He said he want a woman that ain't focused on social media. That means you gotta get rid of your TikTok. What's good?
I'm
They're
not
about
that
to ban
woman though.
TikTok in America anyway.
I'm not that woman. I'm not giving up on social media.
You're not giving it up.
No.
So you say you're not a traditional woman?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I hope your boyfriend listening to this. He said, yeah, I hope he listening to this and saying like,
Because
yo.
is the guy going to give up his social media? There's a lot of guys who say.
Well, let me
want
ask you a
this, but
question. Let's flip it around. Are you looking for a guy who get attention on social media?
No. I see the difference.
So
is
are
having
you
a
being a
social
hypocrite
media
right
is
now?
fine. I'm
What
okay
is
with
the
him.
difference?
Listen, I'm okay with him having a social media, but the ones the ones who just do anything for attention. Nah, I'm not with that. I don't like a loud man. No.
Oh man. So would you
No.
date a male model who would you date a
Yeah, I
model?
would. Yes. I'm not insecure.
Well, he's
Yes.
doing he's doing what he's doing to get attention. You just label it as
No,
hold
that's
on,
what
Nate.
I'm
You
saying.
labeling it, Nate, come on.
No,
Come
that's
on,
what I'm
Nate. You
saying when it
labeling it
comes
as
to you're not
Wait,
nah,
hold
Nate,
on
you
here.
when it
labeling it as
comes to
business
business.
proposition.
When it comes to business, I don't care about him having a social media. But if you're just doing it for
So you
attention,
so
which
you
you
so,
know
so
the
you
guys
would date
that are,
so you would date a male model who
yes,
get attention on social media.
yes, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. It's just work, you know. It's work, and I model, so
That's a good excuse for him, man. You giving him a good
it's not a
excuse.
good excuse. It's just that I'm not. You also have to be secure in your spot, and I am. Now, if you do something else,
hold on, him having those type of values is him being insecure.
no, I said that I have to be secure. Like there's people that's
But
not
I'm asking,
okay
so
with it.
if for instance, if I wanted to settle down and I'm looking for a wife that is not beat for social media like that, and that's something that I care about, does that mean that I'm insecure?
I don't know. I just feel like social media is social media. You have friends, family. You
Eddie,
can post something. It's
Eddie,
just and
Eddie, am I
maybe
insecure?
it's my generation because like social media that's a dating like site now.
Exactly. So again,
So
Eddie,
you can't be
am I wrong,
mad
Eddie?
if I met you on social media and now you want me to delete my social media. Like that doesn't even make sense.
All right. So what if you didn't meet him on social media?
It don't matter. You should not be trying to
hold
control
on. Let
somebody's
me ask
life.
this question. Hold on, Nate. So are you meeting guys on social
I
media?
dated,
That's how you meet guys?
Hold
I
on.
dated guys off of Instagram. I went on dates with guys off Instagram. Yes, I have. And it was cool. We had a good time. And one of them, we talked for over a year. So like,
How come they never last though?
because one, I didn't really like the one guy. And the
You
one
ain't-
that I did talk
you
to
ain't
for
gotta
a
break it
while.
down. You ain't gotta break it down.
Well,
you
you
ain't
just
gotta-
asked me, so I was telling
No,
you.
I thought you was gonna give me a general answer. You starting to break them one by one. Keita, what about you, Keita? What about you?
What's up?
What's your view on it? This is
Would I want my man to give up social media?
Nah, that's not what the question is.
Wait, what?
The question
Which
to
question
you
are we
is-
going to?
Hold on, I'm about to break it down to you because we got a little bit of time. I see cousin checking the time.
She a wife, so she gonna check the time.
so I'm asking you, how do you feel about that? That your man doesn't want a woman that is looking for attention on social media. Having attention, trying to get attention on, seeking attention on social media doesn't mean that you can't have one. My cousin said that she has a social media page, but she doesn't go on there and seek attention from it.
It's just because generally I don't post as often.
So you cool with it?
So
You cool with it?
yeah, I'm cool with it. Like I it's about not hiding anything. I don't have anything to hide.
So the only people that have a problem with this is Kat, Nene, and Jenny, who is already married. I don't know if Jenny's husband know that she's not willing to give up her social media.
Jenny?
Jenny,
Media.
Maybe he just loves her too much.
He don't know.
Maybe he just doesn't care. Some guys don't care. My mom and dad have a social.
Yeah.
They have Facebook and both be on it.
They don't.
I use Facebook for
I don't-
family.
yeah,
I don't
but-
use it for all
But
that.
the reason why they
Yeah.
don't care is because they're not seeking attention on it.
But that's what I'm saying. You
I
could
am
be
not.
in a relationship
Not.
with social media.
Like I say, my mom and pops and my wife. My wife has social media as well, but she's not seeking attention from it.
No.
She's not on it every day. She's not pressed for social media.
I can guarantee you that everybody be on social media every day, especially when they have downtime. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just
I
like
think you mean
It's like-
I think you
I
mean
don't
maybe
post
you mean
anything.
posting. Maybe you mean
Yeah,
posting. And I
maybe
don't
he's posting
necessarily
because-
and I don't
Are we talking
necessarily
about
think
posting?
yeah, I think so. And I don't necessarily
Okay.
think that because, let me just put out this disclaimer. I don't think that because someone posts that they're necessarily seeking attention. Every post
Exactly.
is not seeking attention. I'm not going to say every post. Like I said, some posts are, like when I do share, it's, but mine is private, but still like to say, I want to share what I do is to share it with, it is to share essentially it's only to share moments or just snippets or whatever of your life with family and friends, whether that be public or private. But that's what it's for, because you really don't have to share it. You don't have to post it. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing it. Everybody's doing it to share. At least to share
Exactly. See,
things
Jennifer
with other
knows.
people.
I like Jennifer.
I'm not saying
because
that's
she,
to
at
say-
least she's realistic about it. Like everybody has a social media does not mean people want attention. Some people just like posting. I like posting. I like looking good and I like posting it. It's
But
nothing
to
wrong
me,
with
by
it.
saying it like that, saying that you are looking for the attention.
That
well,
is
I don't think,
not. That's a guy
where it
thing.
looks. It no, what he's saying. It seems like you want to seek validation. That's where right. So I think that's where public post, and if you post, being aware of what you post, it seems like people are seeking validation, which you don't need validation. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's why mine is private, because I don't care if you like. I don't want everybody to see it, and I don't
And
care
that
if you don't
and,
like it.
and
if you do see it.
also
So I don't need that
Aaron,
validation.
it's good for networking now.
There
So
you go. And I'm not,
like
yeah,
it really is
not
good
about
for
it.
networking for sure.
With the 6 guys you met on there,
I did
that
not
didn't
meet
work
no
out.
6 guys.
6 guys you met on there that didn't work out.
I did not meet no 6 guys. To be honest, to be totally honest with you, I be ignoring my DMs. I just open them and close them. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't believe in words. You gotta be action.
All right, man.
Yeah. Just
Alright,
because
yeah.
you don't like
Nay,
social
you fin-
media,
Nay,
doesn't
I got
mean-
social media, Nay. I got
I
social
know.
media. I
You
got
do?
social media, but I ain't pressed for social media. There's a
Yeah.
difference. Matter of fact,
but
most
do
of
you
the-
be on it?
because-
Do you be
hold
on
on.
it?
nah, not really. I'm not
Oh.
proud. Matter of fact, like I got like 3 or 4 Instagram pages. Do I post
Oh,
on them
you a
that much?
stalker.
Nah, not even. No stalker. I got multiple businesses. Family.
People be having fake pages watching people.
I
That's
don't have
crazy.
fake pages. I don't. but I
That's
don't
what
post
most
on there
people
like
use
that.
it for now. They use it for business now.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I'm
but,
saying.
see, here's
It's the
the thing.
network.
No, but see, here's the thing. Most people on there are styling. See, like for instance, in my
Oh,
bit,
yeah, no, that is
I
true,
give you
too.
my fill. I give you my fill, right?
Mhm.
You got. I'm gonna speak for photographers right now, real quick. I'm gonna let you go. You got photographers who post on there all the time, and they post some really, really, really dope stuff, right? But I can look at their page and know that, all right, cool. These jokers are posting some really dope, cool stuff. They're not making money. To the average person, they're like, oh, this person's making a whole lot of money because they got these really cool stuff. Yo, the people who are making money ain't posting their dope stuff on the internet for free.
But Instagram pays people
But
though
it's to
now.
get there.
Yeah, they pay people.
But it's also
Like-
to be seen, possibly. Just like what is that? What's that guy who Usher discovered? I don't know. Gosh.
Yeah, they doing it to be seen, but
Yeah.
but for
To
instance,
be discovered.
for instance, Jen, like I can put a post up on Instagram and I'll get a whole bunch of people that'll like the picture, so on and so forth. I can do a photo shoot and I can get I can do a photo shoot with Nay and Keita, which I did, right? And get them to give me a review. That review will draw a lot more business for me than me taking the pictures that I took of them and posting them on Instagram. That one review will bring in more money than me posting every picture that I did with you in a photo shoot.
Mm.
It's business. A lot of these people are not doing business. They just posting. They on social media to post. They're not doing business.
Yeah.
I know because I do this for a living. You know what I mean? Social media tells you that facade. Half the stuff people posting, they don't live that lifestyle, man.
That's true.
That-
I agree with
that
that.
is true.
110%.
Yeah, 100.
That's why you
So-
shouldn't compare. You shouldn't even. Yeah.
That's why we don't need to validate.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, we gonna
Exactly.
sign out though. We gonna come back next week with to finish this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let Cuzzo take over. I'll send her some of these things. She can break it down. Why are you making that face, Cuzzo? This your
'Cause I
show.
thought, like I had a couple of weeks. I thought you were doing next week and the week after. God bless.
Lies. The lies we tell. All right, yo. We signing out. Anybody y'all want to get a shout out or anything?
We're missing one. Oh gosh.
Oh
And I
yeah,
do
we are
miss-
missing one.
Mm-hmm.
Tashana texted me about something with a car, so
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So shout out to her. Hopefully we'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen, with your ladies. I appreciate you guys. You guys are a great asset to the show. I really enjoy.
Thank you.
all
You
of
are a
guys.
great asset
The
as
new and the
well.
old. Yes.
Yeah.
Kathy, I missed you last week, so glad to see you too. Thank you, Keita.
that's it.
Yeah.
We signing out. Holla at your boy. Shout out to Trixie. Appreciate you for joining us, following us on this.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week. We're gonna finish this because it's 11 points. I want to hear some of the arguments from the ladies. And then we're gonna switch it up and have from a lady standpoint and everything else.
Yeah.
And put Eddie on game so he can get married again. You know what I mean? Get him 4 wives.
Yo, I'm crying.
I'm done.
4 of them things. We're gonna get 84 of them things. All right, yo, we signing out, man. Holla at your boy.
All right.
Shout out to the other co-hosts. We don't want a co-host. Shout out to you too. And we out of here. Deuces.
See y'all next week.